Spectre here with Nolan Raid.
Yo,
What's up?
And we just watched the Mario Galaxy movie.
yeah, we certainly did.
Yeah.
And see, this movie kind of sets a precedent for what Nintendo could be cooking up later. Let's have a quick talk about the Mario Galaxy movie. Honestly, if you've seen the first one,
Yeah.
you know what to expect.
What are you really watching?
There's there's nothing here that's really gonna surprise you. In fact, the thing that would surprise you, they spoiled about a week ago. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even.
The one thing I'll say is the music is peak.
Oh,
just
it's
like
peak,
just
yeah.
like the last.
Just like the last
Just like
movie.
the last movie.
Yeah.
Just like the last movie.
It's nostalgia bait. Hey Mario
is,
fans,
Yeah.
you like Mario?
Now, having said that, if you haven't watched the movie, then I would recommend watching it first because there's gonna be spoilers. Or if you just don't give a shit, we're about to be talking more about it and about what Nintendo's cooking up. So for those who don't give a shit about the movie, I'm gonna quickly recap. And basically, Rosalina gets kidnapped by Bowser Jr., Mario and Luigi, and Peach with Yoshi, who they find at the beginning, go and try to save her. Now,
And
Bowser,
Toad. But who gives a shit?
Yeah. Bowser, along the way, he's like kind of turning good, but then not really, because then he reunites with Bowser Jr. and then they're evil.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
And that's the movie.
And somewhere in
And
the
they have
middle,
to stop him.
and somewhere in the middle, they meet up with Star Fox. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
And then
That's the
they
movie.
meet up with Star Fox, and then there's little references along the way.
Yeah. It's literally just like, look at this reference to a Nintendo thing, and like for like an hour and 30 minutes. That's basically what the movie is.
You know, like the Mario games, right? It has the same level of plot as a Mario game, but put into a 2-hour movie.
And I would argue the games have more plot than this one.
Oh yeah, because you get more cutscene.
Yeah.
But it's nothing more than like, hey, guys who buy our expensive ass consoles, like come look at this. Look at your childhood. That's what this is to me.
Yeah, and some of it works, to be honest.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I ain't
listen,
gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When Fox McCloud came in and they did a whole like 2D animated sequence of like his backstory, that was fucking cool
It was
as hell,
cool, yeah.
and I loved every minute of it, honestly. But like you gotta call it what it is. It's nostalgia bait.
They actually kind of imply that Peach and Mario have more of a thing. I know, like, there's moments in the movie where they keep egging Mario on to like ask her out, and it's like, do you think she'd like me? And it's Nintendo's always implied that those two were just friends, so it was interesting, a change of dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. Like, I don't think they're gonna do that much with it, and like honestly, the movie kind of just drops it at the end too.
She gives him a kiss on
Yeah.
the cheek, and that's
But
it.
like, she does that in all the games, so
she
it's
does
not
that in
like
every game,
there's,
yeah, it's
there's
not-
not like anything implied there. It's just more like they just kind of drop it. It doesn't even become a plot point at all. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Okay, hang on. I forgot to mention one thing. They change up the lore for Mario. Peach and Rosalina are sisters.
yeah,
That actually is a pretty big thing. Because
That's huge.
yeah.
I think there was like a bunch of theories on like
Peach was like her
what
mom or
kinda-
like
something like. In fact, actually, a big thing is I actually thought that at the beginning of the movie, that the movie took place in the future.
Oh,
I actually thought
yeah.
that because they never mentioned Bowser Jr. in the first movie,
Yeah.
and Rosalina has like stories about Mario's adventures.
I thought you
even
know
though-
what? Yeah, I agree with you. I thought it was gonna be like a legend. Like
Yeah.
she's bringing back up like the past.
But no, I guess you just fucking watched the first movie.
she watched she watched it with all the Lumas like they on a big screen because she knew like what happened to Peach like when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
separated. She's like, yeah, the Toads they raised her. I'm like, how do you know?
yeah.
And why did you just
And what-
fucking
why
go
didn't you
there?
just
that
go
was, that was
visit?
literally
Yeah,
my
go
first
visit-
thought.
yeah.
Was just like, if you know all of this, why didn't you just go and visit
That's
her?
why I thought it was
Yeah.
in the future.
They
Right.
do it anyways, where they go to like her castle and like she goes over to the Mushroom King. I don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't really explain any of this in a coherent way. But yo, can I say something? Rosalina in that movie, she looking kind of, you know.
Well, anyways, Mario Galaxy should not have been the second movie in whatever kind of franchise that they're making. There should have been a second like Mario movie.
Mhm.
You could tell that with this movie, they were trying to fit in a bunch of different Mario games, like
Yeah.
Mario World. the Yoshi story,
Yeah, Yoshi story.
the all and Galaxy all together
Yeah.
They wanted to throw in as much as they could
as much as they could
in
yeah.
one movie.
Yeah.
And it's like some of this stuff could definitely be divided into 2 movies and they obviously extend those things into those 2 movies, but this should not have been the second movie in my opinion
Yeah.
at all.
And I would argue that like them cramming in a bunch of this stuff kind of takes away from the Galaxy aspects of this movie, because it's like, dude, Rosalina, the character from Galaxy, is barely in this movie whatsoever.
Barely. Oh yeah. She has like 7 lines of dialogue.
Yeah.
I think the worst part about it is that because they didn't focus on the Galaxy aspect, they're really missing out on what like other Nintendo movies they could bring to the table. Like we mentioned that, you know, there's other references to things. So the biggest one being Star Fox.
Star Fox, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He says he comes from another universe
Mhm.
instead of just saying he comes from another galaxy. And I think that's kind of a missed opportunity there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because it's not super clear, at least at the end, because they fix his like chip at the end. Oh yeah, by the way, his ship gets broken in the middle of the movie, and then at the end it gets fixed. And then he says like, oh yeah, I'm gonna enable my warp drive so I can go back home, which implies that it's like in another galaxy, right? But I don't know. The movie doesn't really make that clear, and I don't really think the movie cares to make that clear. So yeah.
There are other galaxies implied that are part of the Nintendo universe, like the Pikmin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it easily Olimar and all the other characters could just be in another galaxy.
That's true.
True.
And they don't ever show Olimar either. It's just a Pikmin, like
It's
in the
just,
chip.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Yeah.
But nice little Nintendo reference, right?
Mhm.
They also reference Rob. Rob is like a receptionist.
Yeah. they did
Which
that.
is fun because Rob isn't really like a
Yeah.
character or anything.
It's a Nintendo accessory, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
And
Game
then-
and Watch.
Yeah, Game and Watch
Game
at
and Watch.
in the fight at
Yeah.
the end. Yeah.
which was neat and everything, right? So what they're doing is they're essentially setting something up.
Setting
the,
something
the
up,
Nintendo Cinematic
The
Universe.
We're gonna get, instead of the Avengers, the Smash
Super Smash
Super
Brothers.
Smash Brothers. Yes.
Absolutely. I would not give Nintendo like 1 ounce of doubt that that's what they're planning.
I mean, honestly, I'm all for it. Now with Zelda, like, what do you think they're doing? Because they're doing live action. Clearly, that doesn't mix with what they're doing.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, what's gonna happen is that there's gonna be a wormhole at the end of the movie, and they're gonna get sucked in. You ever seen Space Jam? it's gonna be the Space Jam situation, and they're gonna
they get sucked into like one of the warp pipes.
and while they're falling, it's gonna be like da 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 da.
I think if they were to come up with another Nintendo movie, it should be Star Fox at this point, since he's the one that they introduced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they were going to spin off anything from this movie, it would be Star Fox, which I'm all for. Like, give me that
Zootopia
shit.
fans eating well. FurryCon, meet your new moneymaker.
You know, the thing is, there's actually a lot of potential with like Nintendo characters interacting, because a lot of them actually do go to space.
Mhm.
Like, you know, Samus from Metroid,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
she's an intergalactic bounty hunter.
Wow.
In F-Zero, there's aliens and stuff, so there's like space travel and
Mhm.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Even Kirby goes into space.
Kirby. Yeah.
So there's a lot of chance for these characters to interact with each other
Yeah.
through space.
Right.
Which is why I'm kind of mad that this Mario Galaxy movie came so early.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, because I think we could have had like one movie that was more focused on the Mario stuff. And like, look, to be fair, a lot of this stuff in the movie is Mario like related. Like all this, like the Star Fox stuff, all it's not really that big a part. But like, man, imagine if this like the movie that came after the first one was like Super Mario World, movie,
Right,
Something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Like, in fact, they didn't even introduce Daisy
Yeah.
before introducing Rosalina, which
Right.
is like backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess so at the end there's after credits, Daisy shows up. I got like one of the biggest applauses. Like we don't know who the fuck Daisy is. Like, oh my god, Daisy's in the movie. A Mario character in the Mario movie. I don't know what
It's-
the crowd was on.
It
in that
is
movie.
crazy because she got more claps than
Than
Fox.
Fox. Yeah.
Well, do you really think they fucking knew who Fox was? Most of the people in that theater were like kids and stuff.
Yeah, you know, all 10 Star Fox fans got their got their little moment.
And I sure did.
Oh yeah, no, look, I liked it a lot, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things where like the crowd, they really only banking in on people like caring about Mario, right? And it's like you said, kids are watching this movie. Kids don't play Star Fox. Star Fox hasn't had a game since the Wii U.
You know, other than Star Fox,
Yeah.
right? Like,
I mean, like you said, with like just bring in like the space characters, which there's a lot of them in Nintendo. If you're gonna bring one in, Metroid, come on, bring Samus in. That's
bro,
insane.
you know
Show
what I want to see
Metroid.
so bad
Yeah,
is Captain Falcon, who's a bounty hunter, right?
dude.
Face off against Samus, who is another bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I could see a Metroid movie happening. I've always said I want like a kind of like an action horror Metroid movie. Will they
Yeah.
make it horrific? Probably not. But I mean, some of those movies or those games, I should say, can be pretty spooky. Maybe I don't know. An F-Zero game is stretching it. Nintendo doesn't even want to acknowledge like that game.
No,
the
yeah,
games
that is
exist.
true.
So
Oh, what I'd give for a Punch Out movie.
it's gonna be Rocky, man. Go watch Rocky.
It is Rocky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're,
Rocky,
Yeah, you're
but
right.
yeah.
You're right.
I think a Kirby movie is actually pretty likely.
That is true. I'm
That's
actually
true.
surprised there were no Kirby references in
I
this
agree.
movie.
Yeah, I think like Kirby's the one that would make the most sense to reference in a Mario movie. I think because they're very similar kind of games.
It'll be great. I mean,
The Rock as King DDD.
Kirby played by Aquafina. Or Waddle Dee
Oh,
played by
yeah.
Aquafina.
Yeah, that is like a big habit that they're doing is just casting a bunch of celebrities.
Yeah.
Donald Glover plays freaking Yoshi in this movie, and he doesn't say shit. Just take some old like voice clips from the games, and you essentially have what Donald Glover did.
Yeah, honestly,
I mean-
easiest paycheck of his life.
I don't know how you guys
The
feel.
budget is over bloated as hell.
I mean, I'll say that like I don't think he did like an amazing job or anything, but Glenn Powell as Fox McCloud was pretty good casting.
It was pretty good
because he was in Top Gun Maverick, so you know.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
Makes sense.
And I
Yeah.
think he did pretty good too. I mean,
Yeah.
he does his job.
Yeah.
Fox doesn't really have like the same kind of iconic voice though as like a Mario.
I would
So-
agree, yeah. He speaks in the games, but like I've never really imprinted on any specific voice he's had in the games, you know?
Speaking of Star Fox, I won't stand for the Slippy slander. They
No,
made my boy
yeah.
Slippy out to be some
For
kind
real,
of,
he talked shit about Slippy, bro. What do you mean?
What's
Shouldn't have
going
made a
on?
frog my engineer.
Like, come on. What did Slippy do?
I hate the rabbit. Hopper or whatever. Is that his name?
I don't remember.
I don't care about those games. I'm not one of the 10 Star Fox fans.
Give me a Fire Emblem movie.
I would love it. It would just be Game of Thrones, but PG.
PG. True. Yeah.
I kept joking like Martha's gonna make an appearance. He's gonna be in the movie, and they're like, they're not gonna do it.
Actually, that's a fun question. Like, if they did a Fire Emblem movie, like, what game do you think they would cover first?
Currently, it's down to three options.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's three
There's
options.
three options. It's Marth's Game,
Yeah.
Awakening,
Yeah.
or Three Houses.
Yep, literally.
Those are the three
Those are,
options.
yeah,
that they
those
would
are
do.
the, yeah.
I mean, there was a Fire Emblem anime movie. I think it was about Marth. It's like from the 80s. It's old. It's very old.
Donkey Kong could have his own solo movie since he was in the first movie.
And he's not in
He's
this
not
at
in
all.
this
and he's
one.
not in this one.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong should have a solo movie.
Agreed.
I agree.
Xenoblade Chronicles actually had a decent story and something that can be turned into a movie.
I don't think it's very likely because I don't think it's popular
Yeah, I don't think
outside
there's
of like
demand for that.
yeah.
But I think if it's like, you know how Marvel, as they've exhausted their most popular heroes,
They start going. To
they
like
start
the-
going to
the-
more
yeah.
obscure heroes. So if Nintendo's really successful with these Nintendo movies, I think eventually they could branch off to things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when did we ever think that Moon Knight would get a TV show?
Very
It was bound to happen at some point, but
Very true.
it kind of goes for Nintendo stuff too. It's like it's bound to happen at some point.
They own Bayonetta now.
We're not getting a Bayonetta
We're
movie.
not.
Actually, we already did. We got the animated.
Oh well, that's
movie.
true.
Yeah.
There is an anime.
There is. That's a Nintendo movie. Technically speaking, we got a Nintendo movie.
What else? What else?
Oh,
What
and
else can we
Pokemon is unlikely to happen because of Game Freak, but
We got Detective Pikachu.
well, that's true.
Yeah.
It's live action, so I don't think they could really tie it in.
It's the wormhole thing that I was talking about. They're gonna do that too. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and look, even though Detective Pikachu was just like pretty good, it wasn't anything amazing or anything. I think if they were to do a Pokemon movie, it would work better animated. I just think that's like the vibe it goes like.
That's true. Detective Pikachu looked creepy as hell.
It did, because I think they made it look too realistic. You know what I mean, with like all the designs. So
I can't wait for Ash Ketchum, voiced by Tom Holland. Brock, voiced by Dwayne Johnson again. Misty, Aquafina
Dwayne
again.
the Brock Johnson.
You gotta be kidding
The
me.
Brock Johnson. If they do that, it has to be like the Smash version. So it has to be like Pokemon Trainer, who's red, right? So,
Yeah, right.
It can't be Ash because Ash isn't in Smash.
That's right.
Yeah. So as long as it's red, as Pokemon Trainer going down the warp pipe.
Yeah.
Into the Mario world.
Oh.
And then he meets up with Fox and everyone else.
Rosalina, you're so cool. And with your lips, you're gonna rule. Rosalina, understand. I'm gonna love you till Nintendo ends. Rosie, 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 you got DSL. Oh.